Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about why you need to stop worrying about when your success will come, and why you need to stop trying to predict and trying to over plan and over analyze when things are going to unfold for you, or when you're going to be able to quit your job, when you're going to make a certain amount of money. So we have a tendency as human beings to want to have things quick. We want things to happen fast for us, and for good reason, right? Because a lot of us, let's be real, we don't like our current situation. We don't like being broke. We don't like being poor. We don't like being unattractive to women. We don't like how our bodies look. We don't like having poor health. We don't like our addictions, right? So, we want to be poor and free in an instant. We want to have the hottest girlfriend in an instant. We want to have $1 million in an instant. We want to have all the things that we want very quickly. And I'm here to tell you that having this mindset is poisonous to your growth, because at the end of the day, things will unfold and things will result. Your results will come when they are divinely predestined to come, right? So you sitting there and trying to overanalyze, trying to overplan, trying to overthink when things will happen is a recipe for disaster and will only set you up for disappointment. For example, a few months back in June, there was a position opening for a promotion, right? A new position, and I really wanted the position, right? Turns out, whatever things happen, I didn't get it, right? But me, at the time, being kind of impatient and kind of wanting things fast and getting my hopes up, because prior to the position opening up, I had a lot of expectations. I thought hey, my superiors think highly of me. I thought that they respected my work ethic. I thought that, I was basically kind of in the picture for things to unfold. And unfortunately, I didn't get the spot. But if I had sit there and got mad about it, or really got angry, and then just really was let down, I would have been frustrated, and it wouldn't have had it would have affected me more negatively than it did, right? And obviously I was still frustrated to a degree. I was really wanting the position, but I never was I didn't quit my job because of it, or I didn't do anything stupid because of it. And I could have done that. I really could have done that, and I could have, set myself up to go down a dark path, but I didn't do that. And as a result, I wasn't too pissed off about it. I mean, yeah, I had some anger about it and everything else, but it was never a thing where I was oh my God, I gotta leave, or, why didn't this happen for me at this certain period of time? What's up, bro? How you doing? So it comes down to just not thinking about it as something to happen right away. You don't want to have high expectations for things to happen when you want them to happen, because if they don't happen when you want them to happen, you're going to be mad, you're going to be angry. So anyways, it can apply to anything. It could apply to your money situation, and you got to think about it, right? Let's say for me, I have a goal to reach a certain amount of subscribers by, I don't know, let's say June, right? This coming June. If I don't get that certain amount of subscribers, and I've been hankering for it, and I'm needy for it, and I just feel like I can't live without having a certain amount of subscribers, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be angry. And during that process, if I don't see, if I feel hey, let's say April comes around and I'm not even close to 5,000, I'm gonna be angry and likely to stop making videos if I have those super high expectations, right? And like I said, I don't want you guys to not have big goals or have standards for yourself, but at the end of the day, if things don't happen, right, when you want them to happen, it doesn't mean that you should just stop, right? You should just stop doing what you're doing. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck and a lot of people quit. I think about people who make YouTube videos who, let's say they have a viral video that made I don't know, got a few thousand views, 100,000 views, 1 million views. I've looked at these channels, right? Because sometimes I'll look at people's channels and I'll be damn, that has a lot of views, and I'll click on their thing and I'm okay, they got a few thousand subscribers, right? but they only have like 20 videos, right? So it's like, hey, yeah, that video went viral, but at the end of the day, you know, maybe they made 10 videos after that one, and you know, they didn't get 100,000 views like the one they made that went viral. Now they're pissed off, now they're angry, now they want to quit. And the thing is too is like, you don't want to have, I'm not saying you don't want things to go viral. Of course we want big numbers for everything, but at the end of the day, imagine you get all those views, you get hundreds of thousands of views, all those subscribers, and then bam, the next like 2 weeks you hit a low, right? I don't want that. I don't want a super high like a super high dopamine surge for a week, you know, where I get a whole bunch of views or subscribers or money, and then a week after that, now I'm sad, now I'm depressed because I'm like, damn, where's the growth? Where's the hit? Where's the subscribers? I thought I was doing good, right? Like, I'd rather have it be slow and steady, and then, you know, not have super high like dopamine surges when, you know, things go crazy. I'd rather be slow and steady and win the race, right? I mean, obviously we want big numbers, like I said, but you don't want to set yourself up to be disappointed, depressed, or like have withdrawals from not seeing your subscriber count go up or your views go up, or your even if like, it's the same thing with like crypto and investing. Like, there'll be times where like, hey, like for years we're in a bull market, right? Prices are going crazy. All of a sudden everything tanks, right? And now for the next 2 years we're in a bear market, right? People get mad, people say crypto's a scam, crypto sucks, I can't make money with this, you know, it's a sleazy game or whatever, and they stop investing, right? But, you know, like I said, if we understood that things happen in cycles and things happen, you know, over time in a yearly, you know, process, like for example with crypto, we'd be like, okay, this is just part of the cycle. Same thing with your growth, with your monetary success or whatever, or your weight loss journey or your weight gain journey. Things happen in a cyclical process, and you know, like I said, part of the process, the process of getting the results you want and achieving the success you want, is having times where there's slow growth, right? Things slow down, right? So 1 week, hey man, let's say you get 400 subscribers. The next week you get 20. You know, if I was like really like disappointed with that, where I was someone who felt like, hey, like, where's my growth? Where's my, you know, I was just doing good, you know, I'd stop. And that's why a lot of people stop, because they can't handle, a lot of people can't handle things not going their way all the time. We're like babies wanting their binky. As soon as we get the binky, we're happy, right? As a baby, you know, a lot of babies cry for their binky. You know, the baby's crying for the binky, crying. The parent says, all right, here, take the binky and shut up. The baby's has the binky, right, for a few minutes, gives, you know, the parent takes it away, the baby's crying again, right? So we're like fucking babies when it comes like to that, when it comes to like our growth. It's the same thing. And, you know, part of being an adult is not crying when things don't go your way, or when you're not getting a dopamine surge, or when you're not feeling good, right? We want to be like babies and just feel good all the time, and have our food handed to us all the time, and not be bored, right? Like babies cry when they get annoyed when they're bored, right? Little kids, they need constant stimulation. But hey, in the real world, you know what constant stimulation gets you when you're older? It makes you depressed, it makes you sad, it makes you poor, it makes you angry, and in some cases suicidal. So that's what happens when you want things too quick and you're addicted to constant results, right? Because part of things taking their time and taking, you know, a little ways to get like the results you want is having slow progress, right? You know, and it's like, you think about it too, there's people that say that most businesses go out of business within the first 5 years. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense, because we're all, you know, like I said, 5 years, if you're doing really well, or let's say you're not doing well, your revenue slowing down, you know, you're not making money, right? Like you were maybe for your first year or your second year, and you don't see it through, then you're gonna quit and you're gonna stop, and you're gonna just like, hey, like, all right, this business thing wasn't for me. And it's like, bro, that's not a good way to have, that's not a good mindset to have. That's a loser mindset to have. You know, it's like these people who play, like the NBA players, another example, NFL players. It's like, hey, if I don't win the Super Bowl this year, or I got to the Super Bowl, or I got to the NBA finals and I lost this year, does that mean, hey, I'm just gonna stop trying and hey, you know, like I'm just destined to not win? No, you keep going. Like I think about the Boston Celtics. I don't know if you guys are basketball fans, but you know, they kind of regrouped. They kind of like did a reset with getting a bunch of players back in 2017. So they got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They picked up Al Horford. Now they have Derek White, Drew Holiday, Porzingis. You know, they didn't win for a long time. Like they got to Eastern Conference Finals 2 years. Then they got to the finals, right? 1 year. Then next year they got to Eastern Conference Finals. They lost. Then it wasn't up until last year that they won. And if you think about it, right? So they won last June of 2024. So this past June, right? So it took them 7 years to win an NBA championship, right? If you're not willing to go 7 years to make $1 million or make whatever kind of money you want, then you're just not built for the process. You're not built, and you don't have whatever you're doing to get that money is obviously something that's not authentic to you, right? Like if you're in a restaurant business or you think it's just a cool idea to start a restaurant business, but you don't really you don't really have like a passion for food, or you don't have like an interest in food, or want to find ways to monetize food or serve people, then it's not gonna last. And it's the same thing with YouTube. Like if I don't have the want or I don't like talking to a camera, but I feel like I want to make money and I need to find a quick way to make money, I'm not gonna be able to stick it out during the times where the growth is slow, right? I'm not gonna be able to stick it out and continue to press on. So I really want to like nail this home. And one last thing I'll say is, people talk a lot about patience, right? We hear patience is a virtue, right? Be patient, you know, things take time, this and that. Okay, great, that's cool, right? Here's my view on patience, and here's what I think the best view to adopt. You want to be patient in the short term, meaning like, hey, for example, I'm making YouTube content, right? Okay, I'm impatient in the short term. I'm making 2 videos a day. I'm uploading 2 times a day. That's kind of, you can get the sense like, hey, like I'm impatient because I want things to happen. I want views, I want subscribers, right? But really what it is I'm being impatient in the short term so I have the best odds of results in the long run. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it, right? If I make a YouTube video once a day or twice a day, I'm increasing my odds of my viewership going up, one of my videos really striking the algorithm and hitting it big, right? I'm increasing the odds of that happening by uploading once or twice a day. Someone who uploads once every week, once every 5 days, they're shorting themselves. Think about it. If you upload, there's 52 weeks in a year, right? So if you upload once a week, that's only 50 videos a year. But if let's say I upload twice a day, 2 times 365 is 730, I think. Yeah, 730. Okay, so 730. So I made 730 videos, right? Compared to the person who made 52. I made 14 times the amount of videos they did in 1 year. Who do you think has a better chance of succeeding, right? In the long run, right? Now imagine if I'm doing that for 5 years. So for 5 years, if I made, let's say I make 700 videos in a year, right? In 5 years, I will have made, what's that? 3,500 videos. Bro, if I do that for 5 years, something's gonna happen. And it's the same thing with you. If you press on with your content creation or whatever you're doing consistently and with more frequency than everyone else, more consistency than everyone else, you increase the likelihood of you succeeding faster. And that's not to say that I need results fast, but hey, like I said, I've struggled on YouTube. Like you can go back. I mentioned this in my second to last video. I said, hey, like there were like 4 years where I got like 1 subscriber a week, 1 subscriber every 2 weeks. Bro, that's depressing, bro. That's not very encouraging, right? Someone who has those type of results isn't going to want to continue to go. But I still continued to go. Even though I had breaks and this and that, I'm still here, right? 7 years later, right? Because I started my channel back in 2018, I think. Late 2017. So the point is that you never want to feel like you need to predict the time or try to say by this time I'll have X amount of dollars, X amount of subscribers, X amount of whatever it is you're trying to attain. So because like I said, you're just setting yourself up to feel disappointed when it doesn't happen. And there's been times in, you know, the past 5 years where I've had goals of hitting this amount of subscribers, it didn't happen. This amount of views, it didn't happen. And there were times where I was like, all right, like I'm taking a break, like this sucks, but hey, guess what, I'm back. And like I said, I don't know if it's because YouTube's changed or the algorithm has changed. It doesn't matter. The point is, I'm still here. The point is that, you know, like I said, you want to have that mindset where, you know, you don't want to feel like the timing is going to be like your results can't like have to come in a certain time. If you think like that, you're going to set yourself up to be disappointed. And like I said, I know it's hard because it's like, hey, we want to see the growth, we want to see the fruits of our labor. But, you know, like I said, God, in a way, is testing to see if you're willing to do this forever. Because at the end of the day, if you upload content for 3 months and you take off, some people think, hey, I'm in chill mode now, right? But think about it, right? If you don't really get that much views, let's say you upload every day for 5 years, and you're like, hey, like I got like a few thousand subscribers, right? Which is steady growth. It's not great, but if you keep doing that, well, guess what you've done inadvertently in the past 5 years, maybe without you even knowing? You've built the consistency and the ability to be, you know, show up every day. And that's going to set you up to do it for a lifetime. And bro, in 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, if you keep going with whatever you're doing, something's going to happen. I can't say like, you know, things are going to unfold the way you want, but I can't imagine someone doing something every single day with good intentions and, you know, goals and hustle and ambition and not having like abundance of whatever they want in 20 years. Like I just can't picture it, but I mean, yeah, that's just me, guys. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.